Featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Township Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn. Red Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. With the Coach House Garages pregame show, the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase starts now.
Welcome into Bluford Grade School tonight, where the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase presents the Bluford Trojans, which is the Weber Township Trojans, versus the Woodlawn Cardinals. A very pleasant Tuesday evening, wherever you may be, listening in on 94.1 WMIX, as well as MyWeathersRadio.com. I'm Denny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play of this one. Chris Hugo, the voice of Mount Vernon Athletics on WMIX, will join me here in just a bit. This is the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. The confusion at the beginning by me was the fact that we are in Bluford Grade School. However, the Weber Township Trojans are playing the Woodlawn Cardinals in high school boys basketball, Chris, and we enjoy coming over here. We came over here in volleyball. You've been here several other times for basketball, but always a nice trip to come over here to Weber Township in Bluford, Illinois, to do a basketball game.
Well, it is, and I mean, anytime we come to the grade school, it's a nice gymnasium. We've been here for Lady Rams volleyball. Of course, we've been here for the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, and they take real good care of us. We have a nice vantage point courtside from this corner, and usually ends up being a fun broadcast to do with a great perspective from this great vantage point.
Now, we are courtside here with about 10 minutes to go for the start of the game as other ugly Florida fans come over here and start mouthing me as I have a nice shirt on. Anyway, this is the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Chris and I need to step out for our first break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Cardinals and the Trojans here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments. Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com. More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. With 5 locations in Jefferson County, a 7-month 0.77% APY CD special, free checking, free internet banking, and free debit cards tied to local schools, isn't now the perfect time to move your banking relationship to a local community bank? No gimmicks, just your neighbors and friends taking care of your banking needs.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insights, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Back to Weber Township High School, actually Bluford Grade School, for the Cardinals and the Trojans here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. This is the Coach House Garages pregame show, and if you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. And Chris, speak first. Both teams Midland Trail Conference. The Weber Township Trojans under new coach Jamie Lee this year off to a struggling start, looking to get one win before they close out the 2011 part of their schedule.
Well, they are, and Danny, it's kind of a tale of two teams in the Midland Trail Conference. You have the Woodlawn Cardinals, who have come in, have yet to lose in the Midland Trail. Conversely, you have these Weber Trojans who have struggled to find victories in the Midland Trail Conference. So it's kind of a tale of two teams here. We'll see how it goes here tonight at Weber Township, where the Woodlawn Cardinals have been very successful.
And the Woodlawn Cardinals have been very successful. The Trojans just completed coming off of the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. So they have played a busy schedule last week. This will be their final game of 2011 before they take 2 weeks off. They'll be hosting the Waltonville Spartans here in a couple weeks, 2 weeks from tonight. in a non-conference game, a cross-county matchup here, and we will be here for that ball game for the Cardinals and the Spartans and the Trojans. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, Chris, the Woodlawn Cardinals, the ability for them to get a game in tonight before they head into the holiday tournament at Cesar Valera starting next Monday.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a couple of games in before the holidays, a lot of teams choose to take this week off before going into the busy holiday tournament week next week. So it'll be interesting to see how this prepares them for the Cesar Valera holiday tournament. I believe they are the 3 seed at Cesar Valera. And we'll see how this prepares the Woodlawn Cardinals going into action next Monday.
6 minutes to go before the start of this one. We'll step out for another break. Here on the Coach House's Garage's pregame show, you're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649 plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore. With the housing market picking up and rates still low, this could be the perfect opportunity to get back in the game. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist at People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. With a wide variety of mortgage options at People's National Bank, we have the perfect loan for you too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street and let me help you get into the house of your dreams.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tester Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Tester Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Tester Auto Body, 602 South Park in Chester, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Bluford Grade School, where the Weber Township Trojans boys basketball team play their home games. They're playing the Woodlawn Cardinals. I'm Danny Czerwinski alongside Chris Hugo here on the Coach House Garage's pregame show. About 4 minutes ago before this one, the Cardinals on the floor warming up, as you can see live on MyWithersRadio.com. Video streaming going out live tonight. Chris, a interesting game here for both teams. The underdog, obviously, the Trojans. Goliath being the Cardinals. It's one of those things where both teams have to remain focused on the task at hand, even though Christmas is just a few days away.
Well, it is. And, I mean, it's easy to kind of get distracted when you come into a game like this with a team that you feel maybe you should have an easy upper hand against. But the Trojans, I mean, this could easily be a trap game for the Cardinals. But conversely for the Trojans, they're hungry for that first victory to try to help first-year coach Jamie Lee out. And this could easily be a game that they come out and turn the tables and win this one and give the Woodlawn Cardinals their first MTC loss.
And the key is the Cardinals coming in with a 34-game Midland Trail Conference winning streak coming into this one. And, again, it's one of those things that will get talked about as we go along in this season. It's something here that will get discussed by us about every game that we have, just because the games and the wins that Woodlawn has amassed. And I think for the Woodlawn side of things, Chris, Weber wanting that first win, Woodlawn must remain focused and not coming over here, not with a JV game, coming over here and kind of slopping through and expecting to win easily. You got to remain focused and remain on task.
Well, you do. And, I mean, you have to do what you can to try to get through this one here tonight if you're the Woodlawn Cardinals. Tough tournament to come up next week. Of course, Weber's idle until January the 3rd, so they don't have that holiday tournament to worry about. But you're the Cardinals, and you're going into Cesar where there are lofty expectations, as there are every year. You know, the Goreville Black Caps go into the Cesar Valera holiday tournament, the 1 seed and the favorite. Cesar Valera took the 2 seed, so something improved there in that top bracket, or excuse me, lower bracket, I guess you would call it, later bracket even. As that number 3 seed there at Cesar Valera, you've always had a lot of success there. and many expect this year to be no different.
Right, and again, that lower bracket, obviously the Goreville Black Cats have earned and played probably the toughest schedule of anybody in that tournament opening up at Harrisburg. They are the 1 seed in the upper bracket. And then the Cecil Red Devils are the 2 seed. They're winners of the, or I should say, second place in the Christopher Turkey tournament, and then have some wins after that. So Woodlawn comes in as a 3, would have to go through Cesar in the bottom bracket. And again, we'll remind you, right now, everybody, Chris, that we'll be there for the Woodlawn and Waltonville games at the Session Fleur Holiday Tournament.
Yeah, we will.
As long as it doesn't conflict, but I think we can work things out around both teams and their schedules. The Spartans.
It is mathematically impossible for it to conflict, thankfully.
Right. It is. That's one of those things you look at when
we got very lucky.
Yes. And we got very lucky to be able to do that. The Spartans open up at 10:30 on Monday against Sparta, who is the 4 seed. And, of course, the Cardinals open up at 5 o'clock on Monday against Shawnee. And throughout the broadcast tonight, Chris and I will go over that and some other tournament pairings as well as we talk about the upcoming holiday tournaments. Of course, Conrad Allen finished last Saturday, in which the Crab Orchard Trojans defeated the Sisseton Lions to win that championship over there, the 58th annual. So the Trojans are champions there. That is their second championship tournament of the year as they won their own Crab Orchard tournament as well. Clock is stopped. Teams are lining up, and we are going to go with the national anthem first. We're going to step out for the anthem and return. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. Give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555. P&B to Go mobile banking from People's National Bank is here. Sign up for P&B to Go mobile banking and get instant access to your account info with your mobile device. You can check your account balances, transfer funds, pay bills, review recent transactions, and much more. The best part is P&B to Go mobile banking is free.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, wireless carrier fees may apply.
Car insurance with personal service is no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Bluford Grade School. The Weber Township Trojans hosting the Woodlawn Cardinals here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. It is time for the People's National Bank starting lineup. Stop by a People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank member, FDIC equal housing lender. Chris, Hugo, you have the starting lineups for both teams.
I do. First, we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Woodlawn Cardinals. In the backcourt, they will have number 15, A.J. Webb, and number 33, Chris Harlow. In the front court tonight will be number 30, Christian Hollenkamp, number 22, Gabe Owens, and number 25, Logan Isaac for Shane Witzel and the Woodlawn Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team tonight, Weber Trojans, they will have number 4, Zane Austin, number 10, Greg Odell, number 14, Colton Dye, who won the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game Award a couple of times last week, number 20, Chris Bush, and number 35, Alex Lynn, comprise the People's National Bank starting lineups for Coach Jamie Lee.
Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Pretty good sized crowd on hand here tonight at Tuesday as some of the Jefferson County schools, some are already out, some are getting ready to get out. Shopping going on.
A lot of Christmas parties tonight.
Christmas parties, as we know, going on tonight. So very nice to see everybody out. A pretty big crowd for a Tuesday night.
It is great. We're privileged to be able to be here and bring this one to you. I know not everybody has the luxury of doing that, so we're glad to be here tonight. It should be a great night for basketball. As we said earlier, the key for the Woodlawn Cardinals is not to overlook these Weber Trojans. Conversely, I think the key for the Weber Trojans is not to be intimidated by the Woodlawn Cardinals.
No, and that's the thing is you have to come out and play your game. Weber's looking for that first win. They're going to be hungry. Woodlawn, as we mentioned, coming in, they have to remain focused on this game and take care of business. And basically, Chris, not to get sloppy. You can't come in thinking it's won before it's done. So the Cardinals have to come in focused, ready to go.
They do, and I think they are focused. I mean, they've been there before, so to speak. Conversely, for the Trojans, they look pretty poised as well and loose, and I think that's going to be key as well. Came in, shot a lot early on, were able to get some practice shots in once they discerned which basketballs were the ones that were supposed to be used, and I think once there was conflict resolution there ended up being a happy ending for the Weber Trojans. They were able to get loose, relax, and I think they're ready to go here tonight.
Both teams at their respective huddles. Woodlawn will be in their road reds, trimmed in white and blue. The Trojans will be in their home whites, trimmed in blue and gold here. One game only, a varsity game tonight. And then both teams will end their week of school and head into the Christmas break. Of course, the Cardinals will play next week at the Cesar Belair Holiday Tournament. Happy to be here at Bluford Grade School for basketball. As Chris said, it's a pleasure to be able to broadcast all the games that we get to do. Thanks to all those people back at Withers Broadcasting allow you and I to do this. I guess
our sponsors especially.
And our sponsors especially.
Not us, our sponsors.
Our sponsors allow us to do this.
Both people that support those sponsors who conversely are listening to this broadcast.
Right.
So I mean, it comes full circle.
Some sponsors are here in attendance in more capacities than others. Hollenkamp will jump center against Chris Bush. As we sit courtside, Hollenkamp tips it to A.J. Webb, over to Gabe Owens, up and in, and just like that, the Cardinals have gotten a quick basket off the tip. 2-zip Cardinals on the board. They'll pick up man-to-man as Zane Austin will dribble into the front court for Weber Township. Between the circles, guarded by Owens. Owens looked to pick his pocket, ball to the floor. Isaac dives in with Austin. Austin is down as the Cardinals come up with a turnover. Jamie Lee will run out and check on Austin. While he does that, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
It's not that he went down hard. It's that he went down hard on a singular body part. He's really feeling that right now. Looks like he'll walk off with some assistance, and we certainly hope that Zane Austin will be okay.
Yeah, Zane Austin walks off to an ovation from both sides here. Sportsmanship gone and given. And the Cardinals have it off the turnover. Harlow, Owens, Webb, Isaac, and Hollenkamp against the 3-2 zone by the Trojans. Harlow right in front of us to Webb, back to Owens, top of the key. He holds above his head, looks on one dribble, now throws in left corner to Hollenkamp. Back to Owens, top of the key. Owens has it, throws it to Harlow. Harlow back to Webb, now to Harlow. Harlow baseline, underneath pass to Isaac. Back off the rim, no good. Logan gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Logan Isaac misses the first, stuffs those stats on the rebounds, and gets a basket for Zip Cardinals. Across the timelines, Odell around A.J. Webb to the free throw lane. Horn goes off. No reason why. Turnover. Here comes Hollenkamp. This might be a dunk, and it is. Christian Hollenkamp looking for a first dunk of the season. Gets one. And it's 6-0 Woodlawn, and there's some questions at the scorers table. And now an official's coming over.
I think, Danny, at the 7:04 mark, the clock never started off of the inbound, and so that's why the horn sounded. Tried to get that settled down. We'll see if they allow the dunk to stand, which I would assume that you would.
Yep.
But they are discussing.
You would have to, while they talk about that, Shane Witt's on 2 referees. We'll remind you, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. More discussion going on. The basket would have to stand, and you just have to play on. That's just part of high school basketball. A Christian Hollenkamp with a throw-down dunk. I'm sure that'll be a highlight later on. We'll mark that down in the book as a Hollenkamp throwdown. 6:56 to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn leads 6-0. Across the timelines, Colton Dye still on the dribble, guarded by Hollenkamp. Colton down the lane, kicks it to nobody in particular, and it's a turnover Weber, and the Cardinals have the basketball.
3 turnovers early, Danny. and we'll see how many points Woodlawn's going to get up with these turnovers for thus far.
And that's the key. Woodlawn with a 6-zip lead. Owens across the timeline. 3-2 zone by the Cardinals. Or I should say by the Trojans. Owens to Webb. Webb left corner Isaac. Logan Isaac, 15-footer up and good. Logan Isaac knocks down the mid-range jumper. 4 for Logan, and it's 8-zip Cardinals. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Mr. Welch. Tyler Welch is checked in for Austin as he gets some attention on the sideline. Welch will dribble the left side to Odell on the wing, guarded by Webb. To Colton Dye, now to Welch. Welch pestered by Owens. Welch spins, gets it to Odell on the right block. Odell off the back of the iron and drops in. Greg Odell scores. Talked to him before the game. And it's 8-2. Cardinals by 6 with 6 to go. Isaac to Webb, top of the key. Owens, they play around the top against his zone. Owens drives to Hollenkamp. Left corner shot from 15, no good. Harlow gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Christian Harlow gets on the board, the 4th Cardinal to score, and it's 10-2 Cardinals. And right now, Woodlawn controlling the boards on both ends.
4 second chance points tonight for the Cardinals could be key as we get throughout this ballgame.
Look at you. Welch stolen away by Webb. He'll have a run out the other way. Layup off the glass. Miss. Oh, Hollenkamp. What they were trying to do there was Webb was trying to bang it off the glass for Hollenkamp to dunk, and he missed it. Woodlawn gets it back. Webb to Harlow. Inside Hollenkamp left block. Good. Can't tell me he missed that free throw. You just don't do things like that. I'm sure when they look at the tape, that's what was going on, but it looked like A.J. was trying to bounce it off the backboard for Hollenkamp.
And technically, those will be 2 more points off of turnovers because Weber did come away with a defensive rebound. Woodlawn stole it right back.
Welch guarded by Owens. Welch and Owens going at it, and Owens will get a foul for reaching in. When we do have scores coming in, and we remind everyone with the 6:15 start, scores are going to be few and not furious. Those scoreboard updates will be brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Hollenkamp on the steal and the inbounds. Layup up and in and a foul. Hollenkamp goes to the rim and scores. He's got 6, and it's 14-2 Cardinals. My, oh my, what a start by the Woodlawn Cardinals. That foul is on nobody. Number 14, Colton Dye is first. Team is first. And Weber Township's head coach Jamie Lee wants a timeout. Right now it's a turnover fest, and those turnovers are coming back to haunt Weber.
Yeah, it might be a good time to take a timeout here, Danny. 14-2 run by the Cardinals to start this game. Have 10 points off of turnovers. 4 of those points were second chance points as well, and they're just able to do whatever they need to do to get it done right now are the Cardinals. And take a timeout here, get your group reset, and try to get something established offensively to start some momentum.
As you see the award-winning Woodlawn Cardinals cheerleading team.
Kind of fitting here on the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Agreed. Hollenkamp at the line to try to finish a 3-point play. We know some people are trying to watch and listen back in Woodlawn. We say hi to them.
Trying to get that Adobe issue figured out back home.
Yeah, that person will get that Adobe issue figured out, I'm sure. 15-2, Cardinals by 13 with 5:10 to go in the first quarter.
Probably just need to download some sort of flash player update.
Yeah, I would have to take a look. I'm sure somebody can get that taken care of. There's Odell from 15. Rebound no good as Hollenkamp has it coming the other way. Down the lane, all the way by himself. Left-handed shot, good. Christian Hollenkamp has 9 in the quarter, and it's 17-2 Cardinals by 15 with 4:44 to go in the first quarter.
I don't think that they're going to let this be a trap game thus far.
No. Woodlawn is very poised and serious. Stolen away again. Webb to Hollenkamp. Another dunk. Nope, missed his steps, but he did make the layup. Christian was trying to get another dunk, and it's 19-2 Cardinals by 17. Teammates giving him a hard time as he goes down the floor saying, why didn't you get up and dunk that one? It's 19-2 Cardinals by 17. As with 4:20 to go in the first quarter, another message coming in from our listeners. Top of the key, Odell throws it right wing to Colton Dye. Colton with it, dribbles to the paint around Hollenkamp. Shot over Christian is no good, rims in and out. Harlow and Hollenkamp fought for it, but they lose it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Weber Township Trojans. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Weber on the inbounds. That is Bush. Holds, throws, bodies down in the lane. Ball tipped away and stolen by Hollenkamp. Now Harlow has it to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp off one leg, dunks it again. Christian Hollenkamp, 2 dunks in the first quarter, and the Cardinals up 21-2. Hollenkamp trying to make a bid for all those highlights.
I think he's trying to control the highlight domination here.
He's got 2 right now on my count. There's a steal by Owens. Owens coming the other way. Hollenkamp's at it again. Lob for Christian, up and in. What a big quarter from Christian Hollenkamp. 23-2 Cardinals, and Jamie Lee wants another timeout for his Trojans.
Definitely one of those times I wish I kept the individual assist statistic.
It is amazing. Hollenkamp right now, he has 15 of the Cardinals' 23, including two two-handed dunks. Rather impressive on both of them.
The second one left a little bit to be desired,
right.
as a dunk critic that I seem to be now. But first one was a pretty nice flush.
Yeah, first one was pretty good. Second one he wished it in, but he got in. So 2 of those dunk highlights will probably be on our Facebook website, which is WMIX Sports, or you can follow us at Twitter at 94 Sports. But either way, go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, and you can follow just about anything. Scores, schedules, highlights, flash photography, we got it all.
And award-winning play-by-play to go with it. Some can't say that.
That's right. Weber Township with it. Odell down the lane around Webb. Shot good and a foul. Nice. What a nice play. Greg Odell to the line for a three-point play after he drove to the rim around A.J. Webb. Webb's first, team second. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
That was highlight-worthy.
Oh, that was definitely highlight-worthy. I'm making a list, checking it twice.
Yes, we're going to compare a list when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Oh! Rimmed out on the free throw. Great rebound there.
Yep.
By Mr. Robinson.
Robinson has checked in, as has Mr. Hateman. Webb from 15. Rattles in and out. Hollenkamp tipped it away. Ball to the floor. Hateman has it top of the key to Webb to Hollenkamp right in front of us as we sit courtside. To Hateman. Hateman with it. Top of the key to Webb. Back to Hollenkamp. 3 ball on the way. Good.
He's feeling it tonight.
Good night. Heat check Christian to Hollenkamp. 26-4. Cardinals by 22. With the ball are the Trojans. Dye top of the key. Guarded by Hollenkamp. Dye with it. Has to pick up his dribble. Stolen away by Hollenkamp. Could he get another one? He's trying for another one. He's going to be fouled from behind by Mr. Odell. Greg Odell will pick up his second, and Hollenkamp going line to shoot 2. Christian Hollenkamp's loading up in the first quarter.
He is, and this may not win me a lot of friends, but I actually kind of like that move by Odell.
You can't let him.
Yeah, you can't let him do it a third time.
No, I mean, it's nothing dirty, no disrespect. It's kind of as Hollenkamp makes the first. The NBA is known for not giving up easy layups in the playoffs, and that's what it is. Odell's not going to lame dunk a third time. He didn't do anything dirty. He just wanted to foul him and send him to the line to try to earn the 2 points. Hard-nosed defensive play. Can't blame him.
Protecting his house and having a little bit of pride and integrity at the same time.
And did it the way you're supposed to. Hollenkamp makes 2, 28-4. Cardinals by 24 with 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Here come the Trojans across the timeline. Odell with it. Now leaves it for Welch. Throws it left side to Knepler. Knepler has it stolen away by Jake Robinson. Robinson has to run the other way for a layup and scores. Robinson gets on the board. That is the 5th Cardinal to score in the quarter, and it's 30-4. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Turnovers have led to points for the Cardinals. Welch guarded by Hateman. Welch throws it right wing to Odell, guarded by Webb. Odell throws it Knepler, tips off his hands to Welch in the corner now to Moser. Moser to Welch, now top of the key, Odell. Odell in the corner, that's Lynn, back to Odell. Drives the lane, shot glass, no good. Rebound Hollenkamp. Christian to Hateman. Hateman up to Robinson. The Cardinals fly down the floor. Oh, Robinson missed. Hollenkamp cutting down the lane. Webb recovers, though, in the right corner to Kennedy. Back out to Webb. Here's a shot from 17. Rattles around the iron, doesn't fall. Rebounded by Lane Mosier of the Trojans. Gets it to Odell. Weber trying to battle in and hang around in this one as long as they can. Odell in the right side to Welch. Catches with it back to the basket on the right wing. Has to dribble top of the key, guarded by Hateman. Welch leaves it for Odell as he corrals it around his feet. Odell, top of the key, left side to Welch, guarded by Hateman. 90 seconds to go in the first. It's the Cardinals by 26 over Weber Township. With the top of the key, Knepler. Knepler in the corner, Lynn to Knepler, top of the key. Throws it out of bounds, and it'll be another turnover to the Weber Trojans. Owens and Isaac in. Hollenkamp out, and Webb out. Hollenkamp deserves a break. He's played and scored every possible way tonight. Threes, dunks, layups, free throws. He's got it all. Cardinals by 26. They have the ball with 1:15 to go in the first. Owens, Hateman, Kennedy, Isaac, and Robinson. Owens dribbles into Isaac off his hands, left block. Kennedy recovers, up to the rim and scores. Mr. Kennedy scores. That would be Matt. He has 2, and it's 32-4. Cardinals by 28. Dye across the timeline. He's going to shoot a 3. Good. Colton Dye knocks down a 3-pointer with about 55 seconds to go in the quarter, and the Trojans back to within 32-7. Owens with it, left side. That would be Kennedy against this zone. It's a 2-3 now, switching from a 3-2. Top of the key, right side Hateman to Isaac in front of us. Back to Owens, top of the key. 30 seconds to go in the first. Owens left open, 3 ball, no good. Isaac with a rebound, up and in. Logan Isaac cleaning up. Second chance points for him. That's 4 out of 6, and it's 34-7. Cardinals by 27. Trojans with it. Odell, top of the key. Down the lane he goes. Picks it out in the left corner. That would be Mosier for a shot off the rim. No good. Rebound, weak side Lynn. Top of the key to Dye. Trojans will reset with 7. Trojans have it. Dye around the top of the key with 5, with 4. Dye tries to drive around Isaac. Kicks it, loses it. Stolen away by Owens. Late to the court. Shot. No good. Just short as it ends the first quarter. It is Woodlawn 34, Weber Township 7. Back to Bluford Grade School for more of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's the Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specialists and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insights, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Bluford Grade School, end of 1. Woodlawn leads Weber Township 34-7 as Hateman knocks down a 3 for the Cardinals to begin the second quarter. It's 37-7 here for some high school boys basketball on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Trojans have the basketball. It's man-to-man by the Cardinals. Dye to Odell. He spins around on Owens. Ball tipped. Odell has it back to Dye, top of the key. Dye with it to Welch around the screen off Hateman. Welch kicks it underneath. Ball to Mr. Mosier. He goes up for a pass out to Dye. Shot front iron. That'll go to the floor. That'll go chased out of bounds by Alex Lynn, and it won't be recovered. We have past the bottom of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Cardinals came down the floor after the turnover during our identification, and Jake Robinson was fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. And Chris, it has been a very businessman-like effort by the Cardinals here this evening so far to be up by 30 this early in the game.
Well, it has, forcing a lot of turnovers, capitalizing off of those turnovers, and not giving up any turnovers yourself. I have Woodlawn for no turnovers in that first quarter compared to 14 for the Trojans.
And Christian Hollenkamp led the way with 20 by my unofficial count in the first quarter. 20 of the Cardinals' 34. Robinson gets 1 out of 2. And the Cardinals are now up 38-7. Checking in for Weber Township will be Chris Bush. Checking out will be Alex Lynn. So your Trojans are Odell, Dye, Welch, Bush, and Mosier starting and playing now in the second quarter for Weber Township. Zone by the Cardinals. And Owen steals it away. Hateman on a run out the other way. Lob pass coming to Jake Robinson, who runs into the wall, and it'll be a turnover on the Cardinals.
Protected us.
Jake stopped to help us out as we're sitting here courtside. Very nice accommodations. We thank everybody here at Weber Township High School and Bluford Grade School for setting us up in this nice spot. Colton Dye will run the offense. Cardinals coming out looks to be a little zone. 2-3 for the Cardinals. You don't see this very often. Odell now throws it left side to Welch, who lost it off his hands out of bounds. That's been the kind of night for the Trojans right there. Turnovers, forced and unforced, have cost them here in this one in the first half. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. It's a zone by the Trojans. Owens, top of the key three. Good. Gabe Owens has 5, his first three-pointer of the game, and it's 41-7 Cardinals with a big lead. Odell across the timeline for the Trojans. Greg throws it to Colton Dye on the right wing. Back to Odell. He holds above his head now on a dribble. Spins between two defenders. Left side pass to Lynn. Lynn guarded by Owens and Harlow. Lynn inside to Mosier. Had a shot, didn't take it. Throws it back out top to Odell. Odell throws it past tip. There's Mosier off the glass at the end. Lane Mosier gets a basket. And it's 41-9 Trojans. Trail Woodlawn. Owens across the timeline. It's a 2-3 zone. Owens left side to Hateman. His three on the way. No good. Rattles in and out. There's Owens on the putback up and in. That should count because Owens rebounded and shot in the same motion. And the referee will give Owens credit for the basket. Pretty athletic play there by Gabe Owens. Should be. They've counted it. One shot. Harlow in the backcourt there. It is 43-9. They did count the basket. That foul was on a Weber Trojan, their 4th team foul. And Owens will go line and shoot 2. That foul was on Alex Lynn, his first team's 4th. Great play by Owens to catch it on the rebound and put it up and in from about 13 feet. Owens scores 44-9. Cardinals lead by 35. Odell across the timeline. Right side pass to Dye. Into the corner, back to the dribble. Now we'll dribble it back out top of the key. It's a zone by the Cardinals. Odell tried to throw around Owens, and Owens is going to get called for a second foul. His second, team's 3rd. And Chris, again, as the second quarter goes, the Cardinals not showing any signs of being sloppy, just doing their thing and do what they got to do to get a win.
Well, exactly. Trying to get themselves prepped for that Sarsaparilla Holiday tournament where they have a big matchup day 1 at 5 o'clock.
Odell splits the double team, gets it to Lynn on the left wing. Now he picks up his dribble, tipped out back to Odell. Harlow reaches in. That'll be his first team's 4th. Remember, Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Remember to stay tuned for the halftime show sponsored by Rend Lake College. We'll have scoring and stats from this one and maybe some scoring updates from around the country as college basketball rolls on. Dye with it on the inbound between the circles. Dribbles to the left side. Travel with the basketball. Faked himself out on the pass. And remember, when we get those scoreboard updates given, when those scores start rolling in, those will be sponsored by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage with the discounts you deserve. Give Scott a call at 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Owens, speaking of, to Hollenkamp. Spin, turn, jump shot in the lane. Good. Golly, Chris. Mr. Hollenkamp's kind of doing this almost all by himself scoring-wise.
22 on the evening so far.
It's not a bad night.
With a good day at the office.
That's a good day. Bush to Dye on the lane, on the line. Shot no good. Harlow tipped and got it back. Harlow has Hollenkamp in front. Harlow across the timeline. Harlow to Isaac. What a beautiful look by Harlow to Isaac. And that's another basket for Logan. And it's a 48-9 Cardinals lead. Great ball movement. Nice to see everybody, if you're a Cardinal fan, to be able to distribute and help out scoring in many different ways. There's a stolen away by A.J. Webb. Webb to Harlow. Harlow will go up for the layup. Up and in, and a foul. Chris Harlow will go to line to try to complete the three-point play, and the Cardinals have 50 with 4:18 to go in the first half. That is the 5th team foul on the Trojans. As we await, and Harlow will go to line to try to complete the three-point play.
That's second on Odell.
Yeah, that is. That's tough for Weber Township. He has to be on the floor as Harlow completes the three-point play. Odell, one of those key players that Weber Township needs on the floor. It's 51-9 Woodlawn over Weber Township. Alex Lynn will bring the ball up for the Trojan. He throws it left side to Welch against his zone. In the corner to Mosier. He's trapped. Welch with it. Down the lane. Tipped away, stolen by Webb. Webb will dribble up. He's looking for Cardinals as they fly down the floor. Owens back to Webb in a lane, up and in. A.J. Webb scores his first points, 53-9.
It wasn't who he was looking for, but it'll do. Two more points for the Cardinals, who now, I believe, if my math is correct, have 151 points in their last 2 showcase games.
No kidding. Yeah, you're exactly right. Top of the key, Lynn with it. Right side pass to Dye. Colton with it on the dribble with Hollenkamp guarding him. Dye picks it up. Top of the key, stolen away by Owens. It's Owens, Hollenkamp, and Harlow, and Owens is going to run out and score, and it's 55-9. This has gotten into a rout situation early, and Shane Witzel will sub again at the next dead ball. Lynn across the timeline. Left side pass stolen by Owens. Owens is going to go in and lay it up. Smart play that Gabe would go in and lay it off the glass, 57-9, and another timeout by Jamie Lee of the Weber Trojans. Chris, right now, it's a matter of talent and skill, taking care of business and taking turnovers and cashing them in for points.
Well, it's the old cliche, act like you've been there before, and that's exactly what Gabe Owens has done. The past 2 trips down the floor with the layups after turnovers, and you don't want to exploit what you've done here tonight, but you're up 48 at this point. Sub in and out, keep everybody fresh, but you don't want to give your players too much rest going into that holiday tournament. So maybe bring them back occasionally, just give them a shift or two here and there, kind of like you would do in ice hockey, and just keep them fresh, but give your reserves some time so they get some valuable varsity experience. Good for the Trojans. This is a good experience. Their fans never say die. Probably one of the better fan bases in high school basketball. We're blessed with that in Jefferson County, of course, with all of our fan bases. But you know what? They're here to support their kids, and that's what it's all about.
And it is what it's all about. And they have come out and supported not only their high school, Chris, but Bluford does a great job supporting their grade school teams as well. Lynn will come across for the Trojans to die on the right baseline. Back to Bush to Lynn. He's handling the duties, throws it right wing to Colton Dye. It's a new 5 for the Cardinals. We'll get to that the next chance and opportunity. Colton Dye dribbles, guarded by Kennedy. Kennedy with it, Colton Dye down to Lynn in the right corner, guarded by Brendan Peterson. There, as Dye goes around Kennedy, and Kennedy fouls, his first team's 5th. In the ballgame for the Cardinals, Jake Robinson, Jason Hateman, Ty Coleman, Brendan Peterson, and Matt Kennedy. All new people in for the Cardinals for the 2:44 left in this first half. Lynn will trigger the inbound, throws it out top to Colton Dye, now dribbles to the right wing as he tried to corral it. Now dribbles back to the top, to the left wing. Now back to Colton Dye. He's still dribbling to Welch. Welch will go around the screen and stolen away by Kennedy, and that's a foul. Kennedy knocked Welch to the ground, picks up his 2nd foul.
Interesting.
Well, it is what it is.
I know. I thought there was one where there was a clobbering earlier that went unnoticed.
Greg Odell will check in for Tyler Welch for the Trojans. And Odell will trigger the inbound side out of bounds to our left in front of the Cardinals fans. Inbounded to number 34, Lane Mosier. Lane tops it to Odell, fouled by Coleman. And with that being the case, the Weber Trojans are now in the 1-1 as the Cardinals have 7 team fouls. Odell will go to the line to shoot that 1-1. We remind you, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. First free throw up and in by Odell. He's got 5. He's the leading scorer for the Trojans tonight. It's 57-10. Woodlawn leads with 2:27 to go in the first half. Lots to talk about on the Renlake College Halftime Show, scoring and stats. We'll probably talk about holiday tournaments. Stay tuned for that here in the next 2:24 when this first half is over. Second free throw was missed. And Cardinals, that would be Woodlawn, have the basketball. Peterson back to Kennedy to Ty Coleman. Reverses around to Hateman on the right wing in front of us. Hateman, left wing pass to Kennedy. Back to Coleman, top of the key shot, front iron. Tipped around. Hateman is the recipient of a put-back layup. He's got 5, and it's 59-10 Cardinals. 2 minutes go by within the first half. Odell across the timeline. Goes around Coleman to the left wing on the dribble. Leaves it for Lynn, who dribbles back, tips a pass to Colton Dye. Dye down the right baseline, throws up a runner, and it's good. Colton Dye gets to the rim. He's got 5, and it's 59-12. Cardinals lead over Weber Township. Coleman to Hateman. He'll dribble, now throws it to Robinson. Double teamed on the right block to Coleman. Top of the key, back to Robinson. Spin, jump hook off the glass, and in. That is a nice move. Jump hook from Robinson, 61-12. Like with the progression of Jake Robinson this year so far, done a very nice job in the post. Ty Coleman has picked Odell's pocket. Throws it ahead to Robinson, and they say Coleman traveled the basketball trying to get up and make the pass. Pretty solid call by the official because you had to be looking right at it. He did pick that one.
He was all over it.
Yes.
Right on top.
Coleman tried to sneak one through, and he couldn't get it done. Inbound the basketball, Odell to Colton Dye. Kennedy and Colton Dye are making quite the acquaintance here in this first half. They're kind of getting after each other a little bit with and without the basketball. Dye will try to get around Kennedy, throws it in the corner. Here comes a shot from 15 by Lynn. It's no good. Ty Coleman, weak side rebound, goes off his hands out of bounds, and it'll belong back to the Trojans. 1:04 to go in the first half. It's 61-12. Woodlawn over Weber Township. And the Trojans will inbound the basketball. Lynn, top of the key, will look. Now he throws it in the right corner to Odell. Odell guarded by Coleman as Odell dribbles and leaves it for Colton Dye. Dye around as Hateman pops out to turn him around, and now Dye will dribble back to the top of the key. Leaves it for Odell to Dye. In the corner, Lynn. Shot over Peterson's no good. Rebound, Coleman. Ty Coleman with his first board. Throws it up to Brendan Peterson, who ran the floor. Shot no good in a foul. And I like to see post players get up and down the floor after a rebound. And he got the rebound, was the first one back, and got rewarded for hustling.
Well, now a chance to get some offense here with two attempts at the line. Could also get himself in the scoring column.
Well, I like the way Ty Coleman also could have kept it, but he threw it up to his post player, Brendan Peterson. Brendan's first shot long off the iron, no good, and he'll get one more. Does not look thrilled about that result. Makes a face. He'll get one more. Remember, if you're looking for us, follow us at Twitter at 94 Sports, as well as go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Lots of information there, scoring, schedules, as well as video highlights, pictures, everything on our Facebook page, free to everybody, WMIX Sports. Free throw miss. Cardinals have the rebound. They throw it in to Robinson in a block. Now back to Peterson. Coleman in the lane. Kennedy left block. Shot no good and a foul. I will say this. Ty Coleman's ability to get the ball where it needs to be here for other teammates is pretty unselfish and a good of a point guard.
That's pretty good floor vision as well, and that's going to help. And that, a lot of that comes from in his younger years being a manager for Shane Witzel and some of those Woodlawn teams. Well, we're getting to the point where we're saying that more often than not. Some of those Woodlawn teams that won a regional.
Right. Yeah.
Or went further.
Kennedy missed the first free throw. If there's one thing the Cardinals do need to work on after his first half of his free throws, Kennedy splits it, and he has 3 points at 62-12. Cardinals by 50. 29 seconds to go in the first half. Not Colton Dye. He's handled the ball. It's Greg Odell. Coleman picks him up. Odell dribbles to the right corner. Dribble pass off to Dye. Dye top of the key to Odell. He looks it now to Odell to Dye. Holds. Now in the corner, Bush. Bush to the floor. Stolen away by Hateman with 6. With 5. With 4. Hateman to Robinson. He's going to get a layup at the horn. Misses the layup. Tipped around. Peterson with a shot at the horn. No good as it falls to the ground. We've played 16 minutes here at Bluford Grade School. It's Woodlawn 62. Weber Township High School 12. We'll be back after this break for the Rendlake College halftime show here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt at King City Chrysler. When you think of the all-new Chrysler 200, the line imported from Detroit immediately comes to your mind. When it comes to character, comfort, and fuel efficiency, its capabilities extend well beyond its mid-size shadow. This is not a style as a concept. This is design as a practice. This is the new Chrysler 200. This is a car that projects beauty beyond a footprint. Because when you build the new Chrysler 200, you have promises to keep. The all-new Chrysler 200 sedan is really an amazing automobile. Come into King City Chrysler today and receive huge cash discounts on 10 remaining 200s in stock, or receive 0% for 72 months. We may be able to lower your existing payment and you drive a new car. At King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Does this sound familiar? I can't
stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For one.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out the website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College halftime show starts now.
Well, welcome back to Bluford Grade School. Tonight, high school boys of basketball on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. We're at halftime in the varsity contest. It's Woodlawn 62, Weber Township 12. We are at the Rend Lake College halftime show. Rend Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs, save thousands of dollars at Rend Lake College, and get to work. Rend Lake College, it's time. The Cardinals lead the Trojans 62-12. We'll step out for our first break, come back with scoring and stats from this one. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649 plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Rend Lake College halftime show. Rend Lake College has over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from. It's been your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Rend Lake College, it's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo, I'm Denny Czerwinski, and it's 62-12. Woodlawn leads Weber Township, and I'll let Chris Hugo give the stats to how that added up to a 62-12 halftime score.
Well, first, let's take a look at the team shooting. First, from the inside, the Weber Trojans in the first half shot 4 of 10 for 40%. Conversely, the Woodlawn Cardinals were 22 of 35 for 63%. Outside, the Cardinals were 3 of 5 for 60%, while the Trojans were 1 of 3 for 33%. From the floor, the Trojans were 5 of 13 for 38%, while the Cardinals were 25 of 40 for 63%. Free throw shooting, 3 chances for the Trojans. They made 1 for 33%, while the Cardinals were 7 of 11 for 64%. Of course, they shot a 4 of 8 clip in the second quarter for 50%, which brought the total down, which was 100% after one quarter. Of course, for rebounds, the Woodlawn Cardinals winning that battle 20-6. They have 11 offensive, 9 defensive, while the Trojans have an even 3-3. Turnover disadvantage belongs to the Trojans, 23-2. 14 of those came in that first quarter, which saw the Woodlawn Cardinals actually up 34-7. Taking a look at your individual scores now, the Trojans are led by Colton Dye and Greg Odell, who both have 5 points. Lane Moser has 2. They give them a total of 12. Now for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they are led by 2 in double digits. Leading the way is Christian Hollenkamp. He has 22 points. Gabe Owens has 12. 5 apiece, can't forget about the 8 from Logan Isaac. 5 apiece from Jason Hateman, Chris Harlow, and Jake Robinson. 3 from Matt Kennedy, and 2 from A.J. Webb to give us our halftime score. The Woodlawn Cardinals 62, the Weber Trojans 12.
62-12, and I'll put you in a huddle, both teams, real quick before we take a break. Either huddle, you pick. You're the coach. What do you say to either team, whichever one you want to go with?
You have put me on the spot.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go with the Weber Trojans.
I apologize.
That's all right. Let's go with the Weber Trojans. 1. You can't give up. Got to keep going at it. you're down 50. I know it's probably chalked up as a loss. I would assume a running clock in the second half or at least the fourth quarter, but keep your head up. This is a tough team to play, and you see some teams from around the area that'll go unnamed at this point, but if you go back and look at the history of the season, that have had just as much trouble, I guess you could say, defensively against a team like the Woodlawn Cardinals, and you gotta look forward to your next matchup after this one and keep practicing over the holidays. Take some time off to enjoy them because these are kids. But just go back at it in the new year when you have that matchup with Waltonville, another cross-county battle. And, like I said, don't give up. Just keep going after them. And maybe not press, obviously. I wouldn't have that in my game plan. But just see what you can do and see what you're truly made of in a game like this.
62-12, Woodlawn leads Weber Township here at the half. This has been the Red Lake College Halftime Show. Red Lake College can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. to see which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you. Red Lake College, it's time. We'll step out for one final break. When we come back, second half action here from Bluford Grade School between Woodlawn and Weber Township. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
On November 5th, Community First Bank and the First State Bank of Dix officially partnered to better serve our customers and our community. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. We welcome all our new friends to the Community First family. And I'd like to personally invite you to call, log in, or drop by any of our 5 locations to learn more about Jefferson County's only true, locally owned community bank.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1510 Broadway and Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Bluford Grade School, 62-12, Woodlawn on top. We have cross pass at the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Streaming worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com. This is 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
In amazement is my partner, Chris
Well,
Hugo.
one, you nailed the top of the hour. You smoked it without redundancy. I love it.
Right, with the shot, with the ball. A.J. Webb missed, but Mr. Gabe Owens puts it back up. I nailed it. I'm impressed that you are complimentary with me in that.
Yeah, you just left it at, this is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Let the legal ID take form.
Got it.
Brilliant.
Should have told me that before.
I have.
I'm just happy to be doing them. Odell across the timeline picks it up at the free throw line to Lynn to Colton Dye. It's Dye, Lynn, Mosier, Bush, and Odell for the Trojans. Harlow, Owens, Hollenkamp, Isaac, and Webb for the Cardinals. There's an inside pass to Dye, drives to the rim, shot off the glass and in. Colton Dye, 7 points, leads the way, and it's for the Trojans, 64-14, Cardinals on top. Owens across the timeline. Throws it to Harlow. Back to Owens, to Webb against the zone, to a cutting Hollenkamp in the paint, off Isaac's hands to Harlow. He'll dribble back out off the left block. Inside pass, A.J. Webb, shot good. A.J. Webb scores, he's got 4. And the march continues, 66-14. Doubt if the starters will see much action here in the second half. Odell for the Trojans against Cardinals man-to-man. Drives down, kicks it. Now top of the key, back to Dye. Right side pass, Lynn to Dye at the right elbow. Colton holds and leaves it for Odell. It's on Webb, spins to the free throw line, gets a shot off the rim. Logan Isaac has it, gives it to Owens. The Cardinals fly down the floor. Here comes Owens down the lane. Right-handed pass to Harlow on the left side. He puts it up and in. Harlow with 7 at 68-14 Cardinals. This is just a matter of a final score at this point.
Yeah.
It is what it is as the Trojans trail. Lynn has the basketball. Spins it to Odell. He'll drive to the left elbow. Odell kicks it right corner. Now gets it back from Mosier. Odell top of the key. Looks, leaves it for Dye. Now to Lynn, top of the key, Odell. Odell down the lane. No, back out to Dye, over to Lynn. Lynn has to recover, tipped out by Harlow, and he'll stay with the Trojans. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Scoreboard update upcoming. I've tracked down a couple of basketball scores from college and NHL as well. Colton Dye has it on the inbounds between the circles. Dribbles down to the right corner to Lynn. Harlow picks him up right in front of us. Lynn dribbles to the top of the key. Now Harlow all over Lynn right now. Count is on. Harlow tried to force a 5-second call. Lynn to Odell, and it's stolen away. Webb has it to Owens. Owens comes across the timeline, kicks it to Harlow, and he scores. Starters making it look easy, and I would say that there it is. Shane Whistle subbing freely. 3 new Cardinals will come in, and probably 2 more eventually. Odell with Webb. Webb almost picked his pocket. Odell keeps it. Odell down the lane, picks up his dribble, throws it to Harlow. Harlow has it with Hollenkamp 2-on-1. Hollenkamp goes up and misses the layup. Owens on the putback, no good, and that's a foul on Gabe Owens for being over the back.
Got a free discount double check, apparently.
Yes, he did. And this scoreboard update, we have halftime basketball scores. Syracuse leads Bucknell 39-22, and Kentucky leads Samford 45-22. In the NHL, Pittsburgh and Chicago are scoreless. And if you might be paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. He and State Farm sponsors our scoreboard update. Tyler Welch went to the rim, as you saw on MyWeathersRadio.com, and his shot was blocked out of bounds, and Weber Township will inbound underneath their own basket. It's a box set for the Trojans. Lynn to trigger. Throws it out top of the key to Colton Dye. Kennedy steals it, though, for the Cardinals. Kennedy to Webb. A.J. down the lane. Left-hand layup is good. A.J. Webb, he has 6, and it is 72-14. Cardinals here with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Welch will come across the timeline. Dribbles to the right side in front of us. Wanted to do a dribble handoff for Lynn, but it's stolen away by Harlow. Harlow throws it ahead to nobody. Colton Dye recovers. Is tipped out of bounds, and Dye had to take it out of bounds to the wall with him. 72-14, Cardinals lead here, and Chris, you got to respect the hustle of Colton Dye. Team down by a lot, but he's still out there playing hard.
Yeah, never give up. Never say die attitude, no pun intended.
Webb over to Hateman for a 3. It's front iron. It'll be rebound by Bush for Weber Township.
Hateman just looked uncomfortable in that shot, Danny. I mean, his foot was on the line, and I think he realized that and tried to pull it back last second. In fact, I can't say trajectory right now. Trajectory.
We got it.
Trajectory.
I understand.
There we go.
More times than not, when you put your foot on a line and try to move it back, you're going to miss that shot. More times than not. Of course, that line doesn't move, so shouldn't be on it in the first place.
Trajectory.
Yes.
There we go.
There it is. Third time's a charm.
Trajectory.
Colton Dye, trajectory. Passes to Lynn in front of us.
Trajectory.
He gives it to Colton Dye down the baseline. Kennedy's going to be called for the blocking foul, his team's third in this second half.
That was not a trajectory issue. That was just an issue of trying to get to the basket. You were forced up in an awkward position, and lucky to get a shot off to draw 2 shots.
Yes. The trajectory of the shot didn't allow it to go in either.
No, it did not. That, however, was affected by the trajectory of the play.
Dye's first free throw's front iron, no good. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Also, Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over during the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital, it's what healthcare should be. Dye's both free throws missed. Rebound by Hollenkamp to Hateman. Hateman will come across the timeline. He'll throw to Hollenkamp on the right side. Now back to Hateman. Hateman will launch that 3. A little more comfortable. Missed it. Robinson on the rebound. Gets a shot up and in and a foul. Robinson was fouled by Welch. Jake has 7 at the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
Good cleanup there.
Oh, it was. Cleanup in the aisle. Robinson gets it done. 74-14.
The old mop and bucket.
Is it not 74?
I don't know.
Or did they say, okay, there we go.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Didn't know if they were not going to count that shot or not. Robinson makes the 3-point play, 75-14. Cardinals by 61 with 3:33 to go in the third. Welch will dribble as the Cardinals play man-to-man. Welch dribbles to the left side. Now leaves it on a dribble handoff to Dye, who dribbles top of the key. Now kicks in the corner to Lynn. 3 ball away from Alex Lynn. Good. Alex Lynn knocks down a 3, and it's 75-17.
Big three there by Mr. Lynn.
Got that one written down in the third quarter.
Unfazed.
75-15. Hollenkamp from 16 is good. Christian Hollenkamp.
What a night.
He can play a little bit.
I feel like I've seen him for a while now.
77-17. Little brother here in the audience watching the game.
Oh, there's another one coming up?
Oh, there's another one coming.
Oh, my.
Welch stolen away by Hateman. Welch and Hateman fight for it. Ball to the ground. Recovered by Logan Isaac. Isaac up to Hateman. That should be Hollenkamp up and in. Christian Hollenkamp scores. Somebody with an H. Hateman was battling back here and got back into play. 79-17. Welch across the timeline. And he will dribble. And he throws it left side to Colton Dye. Colton Dye holds.
Yeah. Love the pick that Welch just set on the near elbow.
Oh, yeah. Welch has it. Now he throws in the corner in front of us to Mosier. He'll dribble around the Welch screen to Lynn. Left side pass to Colton Dye to Lynn. Back to Welch on the wing to Lynn. Back to Welch. They play catch in the corner here in front of us to Mosier. Mosier drives on Robinson. Double teamed with Hateman. Now throws it back to Welch. Welch will hold. Now dribbles around Hateman. Gets down the lane. Kicks it out left side to Bush, who lost out of bounds because Kennedy tipped it out of bounds. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Hollenkamp's out. Harlow's in with Owens, Isaac, Hateman, and Robinson. Coach Witzel playing some different combinations. Of course, that's in case later on down the line, whatever issues may arise, he can play some different combinations. Already used to playing with each other. Dye with it. In the corner, Lynn. Lynn will dribble back top of the key. Welch missed it. Hateman tipped it. And it'll go to the Woodlawn Cardinals. 1:41 to go in the third, 79-17. And Chris, in a situation like this on the winning side, it's as tough maybe as it is on the other side just because you don't want to look like you're running the score up, but your kids still have to play other players and reserves.
Well, exactly. You still have an offense to run, a defense to run. You don't want to do that. Occasionally, things like this will help that.
Robinson's going to get called for bullying in the lane, actually pushing around on people, trying to get position. That'll be his first foul, team's 4th in this second half. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Welch with a basketball for Weber, and he throws it off of Lynn's hands out of bounds, and it'll go to the Woodlawn Cardinals.
That is the 30th turnover tonight by Weber Township.
We saw that at Conrad Allen last week at Wayne City, and Weber was in some ball games, and a lot of turnovers cost them an opportunity to win, and it might here tonight. Owens to Hateman. Inside to Logan Isaac. They tried to go to Robinson with the high-low. Robinson corrals the pass finally, kicks it out to Logan Isaac. 15-footer short, and Welch boxed him out too well.
Welch is not afraid of the contact and not afraid to be undersized in any given situation. He's a scrappy player. I like it.
Mr. Welch should be around for a while. Very scrappy player, as you meant. They rebounded Robinson. Owens to Robinson caught Weber Township sleeping.
Robinson yet another Cardinal in double digits tonight. He has 10.
Nice. Double digits arrive as we go under the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Woodlawn leads Weber 81-17. Welch around Harlow. Still around Harlow. Throws in the corner to Bush, guarded by Owens. Bush with it to Dye as he dribbles back, as we expect lots of subs in the fourth quarter upcoming. Colton Dye down the lane at the right elbows. He curled back to Welch. Shot on the way over Harlow's no good. Hateman on the rebound to Owens. Cardinals will fly the other way. Owens throws it to Isaac on the left block, and he's fouled by Lynn.
Almost horse-collared.
Could have been. And that will send Logan Isaac to the line to shoot too.
No ill will there from Lynn. Just had his hands in a bad place. It wasn't intentional, obviously.
Wasn't going to allow a layup on his home floor either.
Right. He was trying to get him in the back a little bit without being harmful, and then as Isaac went up, just kind of went near his neck.
Here comes a whole nest of new Cardinals coming in.
Baby birds.
Yeah. Logan Isaac front irons the first one. Oh, scoreboard update. Kentucky leads Sanford 52-26 second half. Syracuse over Bucknell 50-34 in the second quarter. NHL, Pittsburgh leads Chicago in the first, 1-0, and the Devils lead the Rangers 1-0 in the second. And for you Bulls fans, Derrick Rose has agreed to a new 5-year, $94 million extension with the Bulls.
Dang.
That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Give Scott a call, 242-3770.
Getting paid.
Getting the dollar. staying home, keeping the hometown kid there.
Oh, he has a Quan then.
Tyler Welch tried to get to the rim. He was fouled by Ty Coleman. That'll be his second, team's fifth. Derek Rose, Chicago-born. Chicago Simeon grad.
What's
went
their
to
mascot?
Memphis.
I always forget Simeon's mascot.
I'd have to look it up. I just know they win titles. Have for a long time. Inbounding the basketball, Bush within the corner. Top of the key, over to Colton Dye. Dye between the circles with 13 seconds. It's a whole new bunch of Cardinals for Shane Witzel. We'll get to those either now or the next quarter. Bush with a three. It's no good. Ty Coleman on the rebound with 5. Coleman down the sideline with 4, with 3. Has to dribble around Welch. Throws one up from half court. No good. At the end of 3 quarters, Woodlawn 81, Weber 17. Back for more of the Jefferson County Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649, plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Weber Township. Trojans have it stolen away by Ty Coleman. He missed the layup for the Cardinals. It's rebounded by Odell for Weber Township. Greg comes down the floor, kicks to the Bush left side. Bush with a shot from 12. It's no good. Rebounded by Logan Wallerman for the Cardinals. It's Wallerman, Richardson, Coleman, Peterson, and Bryson Sanders for the Cardinals. Bryson Sanders with his first shot at 2 points and scores on a left-hand layup. Bryson Sanders into the book, and it's 83-17 Cardinals. Jamie Lee's going to have to burn a timeout. Odell was down there waiting to inbounds, and everybody from Weber ran back, Chris. Nobody inbound the basketball in the half court.
No, that's not good. That's obviously a broken play or something that you just forgot about since practice. And those are the types of things you can't do when you're down this much, but at the same time, great time to call a timeout, get one in, try to restructure, and see what can happen here in this fourth quarter in such a game.
While we're on a timeout, remind you, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. And speaking of quality, you see on mywithradio.com the award-winning Woodlawn High School cheerleaders doing their floor routine during a timeout. They will finish that. And, of course, Chris, in the next week, we'll preview as we go along with 7:24 to go in the fourth quarter that we have a lot of basketball coming up on WMIX and mywithradio.com.
Yeah, I was actually looking at it, and normally after the Christmas break you get a little bit of a break. We do not. Right out of the gates, that Midland Trail Conference tournament, we have some showcase action, all kinds of Rams and Lady Rams basketball coming your way in 2012, especially once we get to midwinter. Wow.
January is a busy time between the Midland Trail Conference tournaments for boys and girls, the Salem Invitational Tournament for the Mount Vernon Rams, Carbondale Tournament for the Lady Rams. Lots of action coming up. We have the ability to bring you lots and lots of games involving county schools.
We're thankful for that.
Yes, we are. Welch in the left corner to Bush. Back out to Colton Dye, top of the key. Now to Lynn, in front of us to Odell. You're looking at it live on mywithradio.com. Odell throws it inside to Dye. It's tipped out of bounds, and it'll go to the Woodlawn Cardinals.
I suppose the continuous clock not in play.
No, not for regular season games. That's
that's
a tournament
right.
option.
Tournament only.
Yep. Coleman across the timeline for the Cardinals to Brendan Peterson. Back to Coleman. Coleman throws inside to Bryson Sanders. Left-handed hook is good. Boy, Bryson Sanders. Nice to see him with that maneuver. 85-17. Here comes Odell. Round Coleman. Leaves him behind. Odell to the rim. No good. Tip by Richardson. Here comes Coleman. Coleman coming the other way for the Cardinals. He crisscrosses his dribble. Throws it to Brendan Peterson on the block and good. Peterson gets the layup, Chris. What a job by Ty Coleman to get the ball over there.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals do have a ball handler in the coming years.
He is an aggressive young man who can play the point. Coleman guards Odell. Plays pretty good defense as well. Odell with a dribble pass to Lynn. Top of the key to Welch. Welch back to Lynn. Lynn will be on the right wing. He was looking for Odell, but Odell runs away from him. Lynn dribbling well out behind the three-point line. Leaves it for Odell, top of the key. Spins down the lane on Coleman to Lynn. Here comes a 16-footer in front of us. Front iron to the floor. Coleman has it on the rebound. Coleman passes up ahead. Sanders tipped it. It was going to Peterson, but Sanders tipped it by accident and turnover to the Cardinals. Trojans with a basketball.
Unofficially, just the third turnover tonight for Woodlawn.
Here comes Dye down the left side. He holds, leaves, holds it. Now to Welch. He loses the basketball. Ryan Richardson, a freshman on the steal with Sanders, who is also a freshman. Richardson, left side corner pass to Peterson. Back to Richardson. It's a 70-point lead for the Cardinals as Peterson throws inside Sanders. Left-hand shot, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Wallerman. And Logan's going to get a foul, and that will be the 6th on the Cardinals in this second half. We remind you, when this one's over, we will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Weber has the basketball. Down by 70, 80-17 with 5:20 to go in the game. Odell will bring it up with Welch, with Dye, with Rodenbush, and Bush. Welch drives to the lane, blocking foul on Ryan Richardson. That's his first, team 7th, and that'll send Mr. Tyler Welch to the line for a 1-and-1. If you heard the official say in the background, the 1-and-1. Mr. Welch has drawn the fine eye of you, Chris, the way he plays and how hard he plays.
Yeah, he has. I like that gritty, scrappy little player, and that's exactly what Mr. Welch is. Not afraid to set a pick and not afraid to be undersized.
Free throw miss, though, as we go the other way. Coleman throws it to nobody as Richardson didn't go where Coleman thought he was going to go. 5 minutes to go in the game. Woodlawn leads 87-17. Scoreboard update coming. We have some college basketball, NHL, and some NBA exhibition. We'll let you know those. A 6:15 start didn't allow us to give a lot of high school boys scores, even though there's a lot of boys and girls high school boys action or basketball action tonight.
Hamco and at Waltonville tonight, among others.
On our sister station, Wish FM.
98.9er.
Yep. Dye with it, top of the key. Right side to Rodenbush. Rodenbush leaves it for Dye, top of the key. Colton Dye looks kind of fatigued. He's played a lot of minutes here tonight. Rodenbush on the right wing, guarded by Sanders. That's stolen away by Ryan Richardson. Ryan Richardson quickly the other way. The track star from junior high has his first basket. It's 89-17 Cardinals. Odell will bring it across the timeline. 4:20 to go in the game. The Cardinals will extend to a 35-game Midland Trail Conference winning streak as Rodenbush steps out of bounds. That scoreboard update. Kentucky leads Samford second half 61-30. Syracuse over Bucknell 57-42. In hockey, Pittsburgh leads Chicago 1-0. And in NBA exhibition, Chicago leads Indiana 10-8 in the first quarter. Bryson Sanders got a pass from Wallerman. Sanders was fouled. He doesn't make the shot, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, where if you might be paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there.
Third time this year the Cardinals have hit 90.
Yes, third time we've been to see it too.
Second time I've been to see it.
Yeah,
third time you've been to see it.
Valmeyer, Odin.
At Oakville.
Valmeyer, Odin, and Weber Township. Cardinals rolling up some points. You can think about why that is either way. Sanders makes them both. He's got a nice quarter, 6 in the game. 91-17. Mark too many marks. Odell crisscrossed as Coleman was pestering him, and Odell loses it out of bounds off his hands. And it'll be another Trojan turnover. They will play 2 weeks from today. The Trojans will on the 2012 side of the schedule. They will host the Waltonville Spartans. We will be here for that ball game on January 3rd at 6:15. Sanders down the lane, and he ducked his shoulder, got caught pushing away the opponent. He drew a foul, an offensive foul, and that's the 8th on the Cardinals. Turnover to Woodlawn.
Odd quarters proved to be turnover-free for the Cardinals, but in the even quarters they have 5. There's nothing to that, but it's just odd.
It is. I think it's very interesting. Several ways to look at that. Dye, top of the key, dribbles to the right side. Leaves it for Odell. To Dye, to Odell. Now right wing pass to Lynn. 3:35 to go in the game. Woodlawn leads 91-17. Ty Coleman has a steal. Sprinting the other way with Welch trailing. Welch is right behind him, but Coleman is going to score. Ty Coleman with his first points. 93-17. Cardinals, as we mentioned, and it's not a deal, Chris, where they're trying to run the score up. It's a fact they are playing younger kids, and they're still scoring. Steal by Richardson, recovered by Peterson to Coleman the other way. Stops, slips, goes to the floor. He is okay.
Good sportsmanship there.
Yep, Greg Odell helped tie Coleman up. Coleman stopped him on the brakes, and the air brakes didn't work. The feet slid out from underneath him. He is okay. It is a turnover to the Cardinals, but the main thing is Ty Coleman is okay. Dye will bring the ball handler on this position and possession down the floor. Guarded by Peterson. Woodlawn man-to-man. Dye will dribble to the wing. And he's holding out by the timeline. And he'll dribble back and forth across, and he'll keep dribbling out top. Spins and goes on Peterson, now to Odell. Odell down the lane, running one-hander, no good. Rebounded by Sanders. Sanders gives it to Richardson. He'll come across the timeline. Throws it in the right corner to Wallerman. Wallerman to the rim, and he leaves it short. Rebounded by Moser for the Trojans. Lane Moser has it to Odell. Trojans come the other way. The Cardinals will play next Monday at 5 o'clock against Shawnee in the Cesar Holiday Tournament. As Odell throws it in the corner to no one, as Welch couldn't get a handle on it. After Waltonville, the Trojans will also host South Central on a Friday night before heading to Sandoval for a road game and then wait for the Midland Trail Conference Tournament. That's their upcoming schedule through mid-January. Coleman throws it in the corner for Peterson for the Cardinals to Richardson. Hits 15-footer from the right elbow, long, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Wallerman in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Good! Logan Wallerman scores, and it's 96-17 with 2 minutes to go in the game. Jamie Lee looking to sub some more, the head coach of the Weber Trojans. He sends into the scores table Jacob Felty. Odell to Lynn on the right side. Back to Odell. To Colton Dye. Colton Dye picks up his dribble. Coleman pestering him. Lynn shoots over Sanders. It's good. Alex Lynn scores. He has 5, and it's 96-19. Lynn's got a nice touch.
Yeah, he does.
There's a 3 ball from Wallerman. That's no good. It goes out of bounds off of Woodlawn and will remain Weber Township basketball. Remember to stay tuned for the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Scoring and stats from this one, as well as your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, and a preview of upcoming schedules, as this will be the last broadcast before Christmas for basketball games on WMIX.
Yes, it will. We still have the Saturday Sports Show Saturday, though, 8:08 until 10 o'clock.
Always keep up to date. Follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports, as well as on our Facebook page, 94 WMIX Sports. You can follow us there. Lots of information for free. Anything going on, and you can follow us and or like us on those. Peterson had the steal from Richardson. Throws it to no one, and Dye has a steal for Weber Township. 1:10 to go in the game. The Cardinals lead 96-19. Odell threw it to Lynn, and it's stolen away by Wallerman. Cardinals fly the other way. Wallerman down the left side. Leaves it for Richardson. To Coleman off the glass. No good. Rebound Colton Dye. Colton Dye will come the other way. 48 seconds to go in the game. Cardinals lead 96-19. Colton Dye has the dribble, guarded by Peterson. I think Colton Dye's wanting to dribble this one out.
I would too.
Colton Dye does not want the Woodlawn Cardinals to get 100. And Colton Dye's going to dribble and hold it, and I don't think the Cardinals are going to do anything about it. 28 seconds to go. The Cardinals lead here 96-19. Colton Dye's going to dribble it out. Cardinals are going to be respectful and show sportsmanship and not try to force turnovers. And this one will be a final. 96-19. As Colton Dye continues to dribble it out. Now he'll go down the lane and score. 96-21. Colton Dye scores. And that's how this one will end. Woodlawn defeats Weber Township tonight. 96-21. We'll step out and come back with the Cesar Auto Bay postgame show here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler, Mount Vernon. At King City, we want to be your Caliber headquarters. Leave it to Dodge Caliber to modernize the driving experience. Similar vehicles offer an overdone sedan experience, while Caliber cranks it up with a bold 5-door hatchback encounter. Oversized wraparound quad halogen headlamp, signature Dodge crosshair grille, and broad-shouldered wheel flares exude attitude with every turn. Dial up your personal driving experience with available chrome accents, fog lamps, and an aerodynamically designed rear spoiler. At King City Chrysler, we have a great selection of the 2011 Dodge Caliber ready for immediate delivery. Receive huge cash discounts or 1.9 for 72 months. We may even be able to lower your existing payment and you drive a new car. Come into King City Chrysler at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and let's deal.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank. People's National Bank is proud to be a family-owned bank that has served Southern Illinois for over 100 years. We take pride in offering products that are customer convenient and friendly, with free checking, online banking, CD specials, mortgage products, and many other convenient banking services. We have everything to meet your banking needs. Stop by any People's National Bank and see what banking with a family-owned bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to. They're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Tester Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Tester Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Tester Auto Body, 602 South Park in Tester, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Cesar Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Chip, the Woodlawn Cardinals win tonight over Weber Township. The Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Cesar Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster next time you have a collision. See the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. Chris Hugo, you have the final stats on this one.
I do have the final stats. First, we'll take a look at the team stats. First, inside for the Weber Trojans for the game, they were 7 of 20 for 35%. The Cardinals were 36 of 58 for 62%. Both teams shot 40% from the outside, 2 of 5 for the Trojans, 4 of 10 for the Cardinals. From the floor, the Trojans were 9 of 25 for 36%. While the Cardinals shot a little bit better, 40 of 68 for 59%. Free throw shooting, the Trojans were 1 of 6 for 17%, while the Cardinals were 10 of 14 for 71%. Taking a look at your rebounds, the Woodlawn Cardinals had 30, 17 defensive, 13 offensive. For the Trojans, that was a break of, having trouble reading my own writing, unfortunately. 8 defensive rebounds, 5 offensive to give them a total of 13. Turnover disadvantage belonged to the Trojans, 39-7. Taking a look at your scores from tonight's game. Colton Dye led the way for the Trojans with 9 points, 5 points apiece for Greg Odell and Alex Lynn, and 2 points for Lane Moser. Give the Woodlawn Cardinals, the Weber Trojans a total of 21. Now, for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they had 3 in double digits. They were led by Christian Hollenkamp with 26. Gabe Owens had 14. 10 came from Jake Robinson, 6 apiece from Bryson Sanders and A.J. Webb, 5 from Jason Hateman, 3 apiece from Matt Kennedy, Logan Wallerman, and 2 from Ryan Richardson, Ty Coleman, and I believe that's everybody to give us a final score of the Woodlawn Cardinals 96, The Weber Trojans 21.
We need to step out on the Cesar Auto Body post-game show for another break. Sometimes things happen in automobile. They're beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Cesar Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park and Cesar. Let's step out. When we come back, more to talk about this game. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell's Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649, plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, fruit trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in Tampa, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWithIsRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Weber Township High School, which is technically Bluford Grade School, where the Weber Township Trojans play their home games. Weber Township loses to Woodlawn 96-21, and Chris, on this portion of the segment, we can discuss. We got a busy week coming up next week.
We do. A lot of holiday tournament action. 2 games on Monday at SV, 2 games on Tuesday from SV, then the Centralia Holiday Tournament, more games from SV. I think we're everywhere.
We are everywhere. You can do this. We will be at Cesar Valera's Holiday Tournament and, of course, the Centralia Holiday Tournament next week. If you want to find out what's going on, you can do it 2 ways. You can follow us on Twitter at 94sports, or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. You got lots of free information there as far as scoring, stats, scores, updates, pictures, video highlights as well of games that we do, and we offer it to you free. You can go there. You can like us if you like. Also, as we said, lots of games next week. That's where you find out where we will be next week at those tournaments and what time we will be.